Good morning. This is Bang Bang Ray Hill. Please press the like button and subscribe. Listen, I just walked outside and just going for a walk and I smashed my phone. It fell in all the pebbles and it's all cracked my phone. But anyway, we don't affect the screen too much. But anyway, yesterday I got a call and it was from Matty Howard about fish. Just saying thank you very much for me doing a podcast about fish, about him being a grass and sticking up for him. Yeah, I said, well, that's normal, isn't it? That's what people do. That's what friends do. I know fish is not grass. I've known fish for a long time. I've been in prison with fish, and also was doing an IPP. He ain't no grass, mate. Without a shadow of a doubt, he ain't no grass. And Matty agreed with me, and he just said, look, I'm in contact with fish. I see fish now and again. He's all right. He ain't doing nothing right. He hasn't got no money. He isn't doing anything crazy. He's just seeing people and just enjoying his life as much as he can without money. But he's just like, comes around here now and again. I'll give him a few bob and this, that, and the other. I like fish, I mean, he's not a ponce. He doesn't ponce for money, but obviously he needs it. He's got a motorbike. He likes to get about, and it's better than going out robbing a bank or robbing people. He'd rather lend it off someone, and pay it back later. Anyway, Matty was telling me that fish. He's going to come and see him, maybe today, and then Fish will talk to me on the phone. It'd be nice to get Matty and Fish. I mean, all us running each other down, this, that, and the other. But it'd be nice to get Fish, Matty, and myself on the podcast. Matty said he wants to do that. He said, look, Ray. He said, I've just got something. He said, I've got the biggest story ever. He said, no, I want you to do it on your podcast. He said, you won't believe it. People are going to go crazy for it when they hear this story. It's something you would not believe, Ray. Anyway, he told me, and I went, you're mad. I couldn't stop laughing. Listen, Matty's just bought himself a big property in Ruislip, in South Ruislip. He says he's got a big swimming pool, and he's got a nice Range Rover and all that, new Range Rover, and he's doing really, really well, So he said to me, look, something's happened. My life has completely changed, Ray. He said, I'm not into all this bad thing on podcasts. He said, the only person I got the ump with is that Mickey Theo and that other Porky Pie, whatever he is. So he wants to do a video with me. He said they called the police on him, Mickey Theo and that Porky Pie. Well, I can't see it, but he said they did. But we got to listen to what he has to say. He's saying that Porky Pie called the police on him, saying that he's threatening to go around his house and do things to him. Anyway, whether he did or not, I don't know. But Matty is he does what he does. He says what he does. You got to take it with a pinch of salt. But until such times, I put him on a podcast. And we get to talk. And Fish is also going to be in a podcast, and we get Fish back on YouTube, and it'd be nice. All right. So please press the like button and subscribe. Now, yesterday I was at Ruislip High Street. And I was sort of like just going there for a restaurant for something to eat with some people. And as I come out of the restaurant, everybody's running up the high street. So do you know what? I was so stupid because what I'd done, I left my bag with my mate to run up to the road. I didn't want a bag in my hand, so I gave my mate my bag with my phones in. So anyway, I went up the road and it was got to the bus stop, and there was this old woman. Oh, well, she's really, really old, mate. She's really frail, grey hair, and she fell from standing up to the floor, and she's cut her little head, and I went mad. Everybody's wrapped around her, so I pulled her out of the way and I put her in a hoe position, which we learn when we're doing our physical education instructors courses. We learn all that to put them in a position, in a H position. So anyway, they call it H position, hoe position. So I've done all that and put a pillow under, a couple of coats. I said, give me coats, put under her head. And she was very, very frail. And all she was worried about was her bag. And I made sure that she had the bag, put the bag near her so she could hold the bag, and as long as she had the bag, she was quite comfortable. She kept crying about my bag, and there was a lot of people there. There must have been 10 people there wrapped around there, so you never know, one might take a purse, and they're all going crazy. I said, hey, calm down, calm down. There was one woman there with glasses. She was quite a big woman, and she was tattoos on her, and she was absolutely fantastic. She phoned the ambulance, and she was so good, mate. I mean, she made the woman feel at ease, but you know, I did have a bit of a go at her when she said, "Come on, let's get the woman up, get a chair out the restaurant, and put her on a chair," which I wasn't happy about because she's an old woman, 87 she was. The reason we found that out because she told us her age, and she gave us her phone number of the woman who lives next door. So she was a bit articulate in a way. She didn't lose her memory, so she wasn't so bad as what we thought she might have been. But you don't know whether the fall might have cracked her back, but done her arm or her leg. So eventually, the woman was talking to the people in the ambulance. They're going, "Oh, how old is she? And how old are you, love? 87. Oh, where'd she live? Oh, have you ever been in hospital before for the same thing? How did you do it? How this and this, that?" And she was on the phone for about 10 minutes talking to these people from the ambulance brigade and the hospital, 999. Let me tell you something. I'm telling you, these people got on the phone. This woman's 87 years of age. She fell over. She's knocked her head. Right? You don't know what's up with her, and they're just talking about her dress, what she's doing. She hasn't been to hospital before. What hospital she's been to? What is going on? All of a sudden, the woman on the phone. Listen to this. The woman on the phone said to me, "Oh, they're not bringing an ambulance. They're saying put a woman in the cab. She'll be okay." This is an ambulance brigade. This is a hospital. I'm not quite sure what hospital it was. It was a 999 call. I'm not quite sure where it was, but this woman from Santander, she was the manageress of Santander. She came across the road, a blonde woman. She was absolutely fantastic. She made the woman feel as comfortable as possible. She asked the woman, she said, "Look, can you give me a phone number of someone that's near you, a friend that will come and pick you up?" I went, "Don't worry about come and pick her up, leave it till the ambulance to come." And then this woman with the glasses said, they said the ambulance would be between 55 and an hour. 55 minutes and an hour. 87-year-old woman. If that had been my mum, I swear to God, mate, I'd have gone back to the hospital, right? I'd have smashed the hospital pieces. Even though, I mean, you've got to challenge your thoughts. I'm on about if I was an IPP, I couldn't have done it as an IPP, obviously, but if it was just me, as normal, I'd have gone back there and smashed the hospital. I couldn't have helped it. Come on, 87 years of age. That could have been your mum. You know, that could have been your sister. That could have been, you know, a relation. And there she is on the floor, cut her head, frail old woman, 87, frightened for an ambulance to come and take her to hospital. She said that she stood up. I said, "So what happened, my love?" I said, "You've been drinking." Right? And she laughed, you know what I mean? I laughed and she laughed. I said, "You've been drinking, haven't you?" she started laughing. No, don't drink, you know. And she just collapsed. She collapsed, hit her head on the floor, and it knocked her out, yeah. And then we all come round, and she come round, and she was more worried about her bag. But the woman across the road from Santerre Bank, she was unbelievable, fantastic. And the woman with glasses, the large woman with glasses, she was the one on the phone, right? There was an Indian guy next to me. He was fantastic. He was the one who said put her in a hold position, which I did, right? She was fantastic. He was fantastic. We give her some water. But the thing is, you've got to be careful that people that fall over like that, yeah, can swallow their tongue very easy. So you've got to be very, very careful, especially at that age, yeah. So I had to get on the side so she can't, you know, but people go, "Oh, leave this, that and the other. We're going to pick her up, put her on a chair." In the end, eventually, they put her on a chair. The amount of people, I've got to say something, and thank you all very much, people listening to this, yeah. The amount of people that pulled up and said, "Can we help in any way?" And a black cab pulled up, right? She was on the floor. This is all before all these phone calls. He said, "Listen, can I put her in a cab and take her somewhere?" Fantastic. Is that fantastic or what? You know what I mean? So if you're watching, Cabby, thanks very much for that, mate. And anyway, there was a black woman there. She'd had a few drinks, but she was also unbelievable. The way she wrapped herself around the woman, and kept the woman close with a bag by her side, you know, and just making sure she was okay. Do you know what? Thank you all very much for all the help you did for that old woman. Yeah, I'm gutted about the 999 call to the ambulance people, and they just left her and told her that there's not an ambulance coming to put her in a cab. This is London Ambulance Brigade. This is hospitals, NHS. This is people who are supposed to be saving your life. Is it because she was 86? And they thought, nah, she's 86, she's had her life, leave her. What's going on, mate? 86 years of age. Have you seen her? She couldn't have weighed no more than 6 stone, even less than that. She was a frail old woman. If anybody is listening to this podcast and that's your mother or your auntie or your wife, I want you to get in touch with the ambulance brigade, 999 yesterday, at that time, and get hold of your solicitor and fucking sue them, mate. Sue them for what they did to you, yeah? Because that, to me, is a liberty. A liberty. 87. Anyway, forget about that. And I walked away. I was getting a bit bad language coming out of my mouth. I was going a bit mad about it, you know what I mean? Shouting, hollering at the people on the phone. How dare they do that, you know what I mean? How dare they do that to that old woman, you know? But it just goes to show you, you know, people are going, oh, NHS. Listen, don't worry about NHS, mate. They didn't do that old woman any favours. Anyway, this is Bang Bang Ray Hill. Please press the like button and please subscribe. Thanks very much. Take care. Bye-bye. I'll let you know we get on with Matty, yeah? And Fish later on, yeah? Bye-bye.